And it's that time again. We're back. Sheep unit is back. Back with another banger. So this past few while, after the past few weeks there, I've been noticing a heavy amount of loaded fry recipe type shenanigans going down, and I haven't been impressed. I've been extremely underwhelmed. So I'm going to have my wee go. I'm going to make triple cooked chips and loaded triple cooked chips. I might make a wee hot dog as well, you never know. So I've got my chips, they've been boiled. So they're just chilling out on this wee wire rack. Get yourself a wee wire rack. Wee wire racks are dead handy. So they're just chilling out. There's still a wee bit of steam coming off, is there? I'm going to leave anyway for a wee while longer. So for my, I'm going to get up and cover them up again. You want them nice and covered. Keep it all covered up, folks. That gets them nice and fluffy. Right, aye. So for our cheese sauce, our natural cheese sauce, we're going to be using a bit of butter. Get the cheddar, bit of butter, plain flour, onion powder, garlic powder, smoked paprika and a wee bit of sweet paprika, white pepper, and a tiny wee bit of cumin powder. We've got sea salt there for seasoning. Might not need it, we've got plenty of cheese on the go. Might not need it. Bit of old plastic cheese as well. Or should I say American cheese? Plastic cheese is probably quite apt, isn't it, I suppose, when you're talking about America. But aye, we've got our plastic cheese here. We've got some evaporated milk. Lovely bit of evaporated milk. If you make a nice Victoria sponge ever, get a tin of that and get that poured on it. Oh. And in here we've got tomato, red onion, black olive, that's all. And it's been on paper towel. The tomato's been de-seeded, padded kind of dry, just to remove as much of the moisture as you can. Paper towel, so it's pretty, it's not too moist in here. We've got some chorizo that's been skinned and chopped, and we've got some scrappy bits of chicken that are dry, but you actually kind of want them dry, believe it or not. Might use a wee bit of pepper, black pepper, and there's a bit of fresh chopped coriander. One there's chopped jalapenos in there as well, I don't know if I said that. Jalapenos, red onion, tomato and black olive, and an extra wee bit of jalapeno there for the sauce. Aye, that's us. There's no Gold Star brown sauce going on. Whatever it. So I'm going to get back to these. I'm going to let them chill out. I'm going to let these potatoes chill out under the towel that's only dried my hair a few times. Aye, so hope everybody's having a good one, and I'll get back to these pretty soon. Aye. Right, let's get the chips on the go for the first fry. There we go, bit of yellow glove action for these. I know yous all crave it. Yeah, I'll get for these, look. For a wee limer in the fridge, so that might get used. But there's all our lovely ingredients that's going to be getting used. I'm not going to lie, the oil's on its last legs. But we're using it, aye. It's just how it is. Right, hold on. Set you use somewhere more appealing. What to do. We'll get used sitting up a wee bit. There these go. Right, so this is them just going in for their first fry, right? Obviously. So they've been cooked once. Thus the boiling for about 10 minutes, 15 minutes, something like that. Now they're going to go in for their first fry. And it's just to get a wee bit of colour on them. So we're going to try and be quite careful. I wonder if I might just might just lift the old grill pan out. That's what I'm going to do, folks. We're going to lift the grill pan out, right? I'm going to go like this. I know I'm always moving these about. I know. He's quite like it. I think he's quite like getting moved about constantly. As you can see, all the stuff's still kicking about. We've got big bags still there. We've got empties kicking about. I'm still actually talking. With plenty of room in the bags, so might as well get them filled up before we go to the old bottle bank. Right. So I got everybody having an absolute blinder. But I know you are champing at the bit for me to get this on the go. You are choking to see this. How an actual person that can cook can make such an easy thing as loaded fries. Oh, I'm having no problem with how folk just put cheese on their chips, but just call it cheesy chips. Don't be calling it loaded fries because you've threw a bit of meat at it and lobbed 4 different bits of cheese at it. That's not on. But you can see I'm just being reasonably careful. We just don't want to break them up. That's a Mitchy thing. If you want to do Mitchy ones, get them all broke up to bits. Get them totally destroyed. So you're left with about 2 chips, 2 presentable chips. And you just about see in there, aye? So I'm going to be nice and kind of gentle. Aye, so apparently a certain lasagna wasn't an inch thick, it was 3. So I'm guessing Carl told her that was 3 inches. I'm guessing he says, no, that's 3 inches, that's massive. That's huge, that lasagna. Oh, 3 inches it. But there we go. You live and learn. But she's on a diet anyway, Tracy, so small portions. Small portions. Oops, I nearly broke one of my potatoes up there by being too rough. Gabbing, too much gabbing. So you start gabbing and you lose track of what you're meant to be doing. I'm going to change shape now. I'm going to put them all away. We don't really want them sticking together because that can happen. And I've got the wee bits and everything in here. You know I don't throw away the wee bits. I'll leave that to the Mitchies. See, they trim up a potato, they cut the ends off and the sides off and throw away a bit of the potato first before they bother even attempting to worry about it. They throw half it away. They're kidding on, they're putting it into soup or whatever, but they're throwing it away, believe me. It's getting lobbed. Kidding on, they've got a compost heap at the back, it's getting lobbed, it's getting binned. Anything you see that they trim off and tell you, well, we're doing this with that and don't throw that away, you're throwing that away and they're binning it, believe me. Kid they're selling, that's why they charge 25 quid for a chip. That's why they can get away with that. See, I broke this wee end bit off there, do you see that? But we're going to risk it. We're going to risk it for a biscuit. But aye, else have I been watching? The Bull 2-tier toes, he done a decent burger for a change. He done no a bad burger for a change, and it just shows what happens when you, less is more. You decide not to add 10 different bits of cheese and cover your roll in butter and oof, that guy's just too much for my liking. So we broke one there, don't like it, I'm not happy about that man getting broke there, but we're going to go for it. Right, to get you up high again, play movies, yet again, right. Looking up here, he's resting my wee belly, got a wee belly. Not as big as somebody else's belly. This camera bloody never stopped zooming into it. What's that all about? I want to see your amazing raw pork and your overdone beef, not your belly, for God's sake. Right, let's get in here. Right, here we go. It's on low, don't know if you can see. Got the wee dial thing turned up low. The lowest setting it will go to. Right. So that's where chips in. But I think else I've been watching, oh aye. Something that never fails or always ceases to amaze me. The Backyard Chef. The Backyard Chef with his AI fucking thumbnails. What is that guy all about, man? And it's his comment, his folk in his comments and all that. Oh, Looks amazing, Backyard Chef. Looks fucking best I've seen. Nobody notices the AI. Nobody notices the AI thumbnails, and then the total difference between the thumbnail and the real thing. The thumbnail's all shiny and stretchy and lovely, and then the actual food's just that. That's alright. That's nice. You know what I'm saying? But I'll tell you the really sad thing about this. I'll use a wee glimpse at my contents again. Don't. Be look at my ingredients again. Aye, so the actual crazy thing is, like, so I've actually started watching the Backyard Chef, just to see his thumbnails and to see what the food looks like. So I basically watched the start of it and a wee bit at the end, just to see if it remotely resembles these thumbnails that he's hitting it with his big daft face. See his big daft face there and all, his big stupid grin going, sensational, come on, sensational, tell your friends. Oh, fucking does my box right in, man. Right, aye, so aye, what was it he done? He done like a pie, he made a pie the other week or something. Looked nothing like the thumbnail, obviously, as usual. There's my wee lovely wee bit of flour there, paprika and that. Cheese, Scottish mature cheddar. I went for the orange variety this time. I usually go for just the white variety. Went for the orange, a bit of lime, some pieces. Oh, lovely. Aye, so he's done a pie or something. We'll see, we're kind of getting to the colour of it. He's done a pie, right? And guess who he gave a shout out to? Guess who he gave a shout out to when he done his pie video? He only went and gave a shout out to the boys at Shallow Fallow. Aye. And guess why he gave a shout out to the boys at Shallow Fallow? Do you know why he gave them a shout out? Because they're using AI fucking thumbnails and all. So how bad is it when an actual Mitchie, and I know somebody that's waiting on a letter for fucking Agent 5010 or whatever, fuck knows, I lost track after the first one. Aye, so not only is the Backyard Chef using them right, but an actual Michelin mob think their food looks a bit shite, so we'll need to fucking AI it. So if that's not a reason just to unsub to anybody that dabbles in AI thumbnails and instantly sub to your old dash sheet unit, I don't know what else to say. Right, so we're getting a lovely colour on then. They're nice and pale, see how they're pale there. But aye, so I've been watching him. Well, his thumbnail, I've been watching his thumbnails. He's not a wee gander about the old grill pan. That grill pan's seen many a bit of baiting. Should actually get a clean one of these days. Get yourself one of these wee, I don't even know what it is. Right, it actually looks like the front half of a farm or something, but it isn't. Because it was in that kind of halogen oven thing. But I don't know what you're meant to do with it. Somebody might tell me in the comments. Who knows? Maybe Sarge will tell me. But aye, get yourself things like this. See things like this for putting steak on in the fridge, upside down to get your steak all dried up, and to drain things. Oh, absolutely fantastic. Better than a sieve, just because it's nice and flat. You know what I mean, like a plate kind of shape. Right, let's get back to the chips. Right, they're looking brilliant. And I'm going to take them out. I'm going to give them another wee minute. Another wee minute and we'll take them out. But aye, what else have I been watching? Film wise. Let's get a wee bit of film talk with sheep unit. That's my heathen. Film wise. I've been getting back in time. I've been watching films like The Long Good Friday, Bob Hoskins, Helen Mirren, what else can I say? Been watching films like that, or a kind of drama, thriller, hardcore gangster type scenario. These are done. I'm going to take these out there. I'm wondering if I might just sit that wee rack on the grill pan. Sit the wee rack on the grill pan. Because we still want to be quite careful with these chips. Aye, sci-fi wise, science fiction film wise, I've been watching a bit of Logan's Run. I've been watching Silent Running. Anybody that's not seen Silent Running, that's... I think I'm pretty much sure it came out the year I was born. It's an old one, it's a really old film, it's a classic, absolute banger. Right up there with Star Wars, anything like Star Wars, it's right up there. Right, I'm going to take these out now, folks. Right, I'll use a wee swatch, but aye, so I've been watching kind of old stuff. I'm sick of series. I'm done with series, I think, for a while. They're just going for too long. There's one series that I did watch, Silo. Sci-fi, again, quite good, kind of dystopian, futuristic type of thing. So that's series 3's coming out in a few days. But, oh, another classic I watch that I've still to finish. It's on series 5, I didn't even know there was a series 4. I'm going to turn this off. So that'll do him now. He's need to cool down now all the way. Clarkson's Farm. I don't know if any of you's watched that. If you don't, get into Clarkson's Farm. Absolutely brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. So that's my kind of... I'm just going to slide you a wee bit. That's my kind of... what's the word? I don't know. That's what I've been... That's what I would kind of... You can hear that? That's what I would advise you to kind of tune into. Clarkson's Farm's really good. Really been enjoying Clarkson's Farm. But film wise, I really do like to go back. I like to go back to the absolute classics. Right, so we're just going to spread them out. They're going to be touching no matter what. It's going to happen. You're actually better. You want to have them all spread out so none of them are touching, but that's not going to happen on a wee surface like this. But just get them spread out a wee bit. Right, that's us. Right, I'm going to have a wee break and a wee couple of puffs on the old doodah. Right, and I'll get back to these when it's time to get a bit of cheese sauce action on the go. Cheese, evaporated milk, some full fat milk in the fridge, we'll be using some of that as well. Our tomato, red onion, jalapeno, black olive, chorizo, chicken. So what we'll be doing with this is, I'll be frying up the chorizo first. Get the pan out, chorizo's get in, let the oils and the flavours leave some of the chorizo into the pan, then we'll get our chicken in, and we're just going to move that about. I'm not going to add anything, I'm not going to add paprika, I'm not going to add any spices, I'm not going to add anything. There'll be plenty of flavour in the oil that comes out of that paprika, out of that chorizo. Plenty of paprika and stuff in there, loads of brilliant spices. So the flavour out of that will flavour that. Get that in a wee plate or something under the grill to keep warm. Then we'll get our cheese sauce on the go. Contemplating making a hot dog to go with it, no sure. We're talking time situations. But there's all our chips are at the now. They're pretty much, you could eat these now to be honest, probably. But there's all our chips are at the now. So we'll get back to these when we're actually doing something else. Aye. Right, we might as well get in with our chorizo. So I've got the old pan heating up. And we'll get our chorizo in. We're just going to let our chorizo cook down a wee bit. Let the oils come out. Let it cook for a minute and then get our chicken in. I've not put any oil in, the oil's going in. We'll just let that, just let it gently cook. So there's not been too much out there to watch on the old YouTube, cooking wise. So Tracy, she done a slow cook kind of steak thing, kind of casserole type thing. Looked nice, nice bit of mash. I was not a fan of the green stuff that was next to it, but I'd probably eat it. What else? So a chicken casserole for down under. Looked alright, I'd probably eat it. But aye, too much out there on the old tubes food wise. But I was thinking about the old backyard chef again, back to him. What's my mind? Aye, don't know if he's caught his, anybody that knows anything about oven chips knows they're garbage, right? No matter what you do with them, air fryer, whatever. They're rotten, they're nowhere near as good as chips out there. Oh, that's something else, aye. deep down under. He sent his boy out for chippy chips and the boy came back with bloody horrible looking frozen things out the freezer. He's probably got in his own freezer. Come on, what's happening down there? Or up there or there. Oh, aye. So you can see some oils coming out now. Just slowly. Aye, so Mr. Backyard Chef, he decided he was going to make his oven air fryer chips. But his secret ingredient that nobody knew about was corn flour or potato starch, same thing pretty much. Whereas if you look on thousands, you'll see folk using corn flour to try and make crispy chips. But apparently Backyard Chef created that, that's his idea, he invented that one. But he edited, not only is he doing AI thumbnails, he's actually edited on a crunch noise. His chips were that bad, you should have seen the state of them, all dried up. I think there was a wee toty bit of white potato left. A wee kind of line of fluffiness through the centre of the chip. He made like chip butties and he put this edited crunch noise on as he bit into it. Oh, for God's sake. Oh dear, dear, dear. So we're just going to let this fry down, folks. See it sizzling? Don't know if you can see sizzleage action. We've got sizzleage, look, we're getting sizzle, see sizzle? See that oil there? Just going to let that flood out. Let the flavour flood out. Can't remember what I had there, that was me. Technically 32 bags, let the flavour flood out. Was it? Technically 32, something like that? Could be wrong. So not be much to watch on the old tubes. What did he last day? About 2 tear toes. He's Korean sticky wings. It did look nice, but his pak choy and his greens always look shocking, man. That last pak choy I had on, oh, lovely and browned and charred, absolutely bloody gorgeous. But oyster sauce and whatever on it, absolutely delicious. His just looks kind of, I don't know, but me. But you see the Right, so that's starting to really heat up now. That's starting to really heat up nicely. And what we'll do is we'll get a wee second. Obviously you can chop your bits of chorizo and your bits of chicken up as big or as wee as you want. I've just decided to go quite wee with mine because it's only for a wee plate of loaded chips, loaded treble cooked chips. My treble cooked chips are chilling out under the grill, with the grill turned off obviously. I'm going to turn the grill on shortly because I'm going to sit these under it on a low grill just to kind of keep warm. Really low grill, maybe sit a wee saucer on top just to keep the moisture in, maybe give a wee squeeze of lime juice. Since we've got some lime juice on the go. Right, we're going to our chicken now, folks. Right, I'm going to have a wee bits of chicken. This is just chicken that was roasted up. I actually had it in the fridge and forgot about it. So it was going to be out of date, so I just stuck it in the halogen. In the old halogen, in the old trusty halogen oven. And I just roasted it up for I don't know, a wee while, 45 minutes, an hour. So we're going in with the skin, the whole lot's going in, wee tiny daft bits, everything's going in. Everything's going in there. And we're going to get our chicken coated in that absolutely gorgeous chorizo oil. You can probably see it starting to get coated up. Now you could totally obviously put spices in if you want. You could put garlic in, you could put onion powder in, you could do all sorts, granules, whatever you want to do, you could do it. But do you want to know what? You just kinda don't need to. And you see a lot of folk on YouTube just bunging stuff in because I think they want folk to see that they've got ingredients in their cupboard or something. But they just bung stuff in for the hell of it, but it's half the time it's just no needed. Well, I like that. I'm going to let that cook a wee minute, folks, right? And when I get back to you, that'll have been done. This will be done because it's pretty much done. Remember, the chicken's cooked. The chorizo's had a nice wee fry up. You're already imagining this, aren't you? Poured there the triple cooked chips with the cheese sauce and the black olives and wee bits of tomato and red onion and wee bit of coriander, fresh coriander sprinkled on top. I know what he's like it there. As I say, you could put pepper and everything on this now. Or chipotle, get in with some chipotle. See if you have a wee jar of chipotle stuff. You could totally get in with some chipotle. You could bung chipotle in your cheese sauce even. You can go crazy. But what naughty day is to buy absolutely either garbage, or I'm not going to say garbage, some frozen chips are decent. But don't do it. Don't do it. And don't buy the horrible things out there. I think somebody bought Co-op ones. Or chopped up for you already, chopped up for you in the fridge or whatever, in the fridge section. Don't be buying them either. Absolute garbage. But don't be just throwing a bit of cheese at them and calling them loaded fries, because loaded fries they ain't. That's just cheesy chips, as far as I'm concerned. And if anybody disagrees with me, you can dig me up in the comments. Aye? Dig me up. Go for it. I dare you. Absolutely dare you. The type of photo that'll dig me up will be the type of person that calls a grilled cheese sandwich a cheese toasty. That'll be your type of person that will dig me up for calling cheesy chips, for not allowing you to call them loaded fries. They just ain't. It's that simple, folks. I'm going to turn that up full blast. I want a wee blast of lime juice in there. Just a wee blast of moisture. Just a wee blast of moisture in there, so we'll get that for the lime juice. I've not put any, so you could almost call that a pico de gallo. You could almost call that a pico de gallo. Without the black olives, you could have put a wee bit of, I could put the coriander in here now. Wee squeeze of lime juice, wee bit of pepper, wee bit of salt. But I don't want to put any salt in there, because what happens when you put salt on fruit and vegetables and stuff, all the moisture comes out and makes everything all wet and soggy. So we actually want things kind of kept kind of dry. So that's why I was saying to you, even overcooked chicken's perfect for this, because it'll be kind of dry. You're going to have that lovely cheese sauce anyway. So don't be, and you're going to have the lovely wee bits of tomato and black olive and just pure flavour. So nothing's going to be dry here, don't worry about that. Right, you even had to clean up much, that's brilliant. Right, I'm going to get back to these folks. Aye. Right, my pan's come up to temp. Again, so what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to get a wee squeeze of lime juice, and I'm going to take it out the pan and put it in a wee plate, and I'll maybe just sit it on the grill. So I'm going to go just a wee squeeze, just one wee wedge, should I say. Any wee bits of lime going, don't worry about it. Right, and just get that wee mix about in your lime juice. Oh, absolutely gorgeous. Lovely and simple. Absolutely lovely and simple. Right. Bloody gorgeous, that's what that is. Right, so that's that done, believe it or not, that's done. So that's going to now go into a wee plate or a wee bowl, and I'm going to sit it under the grill on a low heat, and I'll get back to you. Right, we're back again, folks. In a bit of glove action phase. I didn't bother putting our wee bits of chorizo and chicken once they were fried under the grill. I'm just going to dry them out. I was just going to dry them out beyond belief. They would have been crispy. I don't want them crispy. I don't mind them being a bit dry, but I don't want them crispy. So I put them in a bowl, and I can just heat them in the microwave for a few seconds, minute, something like that, for a few ciders. There's a wee bit of oil left in the pan, so I'm just going to use that. Just going to keep that in there. A couple of bits of crusty chicken, wee bits of chorizo, that doesn't matter. Absolutely gorgeous. So what are these having a bloody good one? I'm actually starving. I'm really looking forward to this. So a lot of folk consider this as a kind of side. Right, I'm going to totally go against the grain and call this a main. This is a main dish in anybody's book. Wow. Chips have been churning out. And they look absolutely gorgeous. They look like chippy chips. It's got a cracking colour. Absolutely cracking colour. So they've been chilling out. They even smell like chippy chips. Now that kind of smell. So they'll be going back in the fryer once the old sausage is done. Once the old sausage is done, we'll get them back in the fryer because they'll take bloody. What we'll do is we'll get the old fryer turned on. That'll be a good start. We'll get the fryer turned on so there's no messing about, and we're going to turn it up. We'll just keep it on low now because we don't need it on full now. We're not going to turn it on full, we're going to turn it up a bit higher but than what it was. We'll put it to about maybe 180, 175, 180. I'm going to go 175 because I always think these things run a bit higher than what they say they. Pardon me. So a wee hello to any new subscribers before I go further. We've got a Bernadette and we've got a Kieran. Doesn't get any better than that. Absolutely fantastic names. I mean, I'm sure I went to school with a Bernadette and I'm sure I worked with a Kieran. Absolutely fantastic. So I'm sure there's a few other subscribers out there that have came into the fold, into the flock, should I say, into the flock of the unit of the sheep. So don't be afraid to call yourself sheep. If you're talking about, as long as you're involved in this kind of unit of sheep, you're allowed. You don't want to usually be a sheep, but you're allowed in this instance. Right, we're letting this heat up. This is quite a good pan because you can use metal utensils and stuff in it. So if you've not got this set up, just use a wooden spoon or something. I know that's important, but I'm not worrying about what we're using to stir it with. Right, so we've got the fryer heating up, that's heating up. What we're going to do now is, as it's heating up, we're going to get in with some butter. So the butter's definitely room temperature. We're going to go in with about, is that enough? That wasn't me exiting hot air there, by the way, that was me just going. I think that's a bit enough butter, would you reckon? That looks a bit enough, doesn't it? I'll show you the flour amount and maybe a wee bit more because there's a wee bit of spices, so you want to kind of have roughly the same. I think we're going to go a wee bit more, actually. I'll get this wee bit in there now. Right, let's wee bit of butter in. So I've actually got some mad kind of podcasters watching these days. Not my cup of tea, but some of them are alright. Some of them are alright. But aye, some of them have kind of peeked in. But I've sadly got a couple of them banned. One in particular, Heartbeats, sorry, because she's one of the nutcases that would go into like a chat or into like a live stream, and just fucking spam what hearts, love hearts and shit. Fuck that. Right, that's going to be a wee bit, see how it's going to be a bit nutty. So I'm actually going to turn that down a wee bit. Right, that's going down. Because we don't want that turning nutty now. We want it turning a wee bit nutty as it cooks. Right, I'm going to go in with flour, plain flour, a wee bit of cumin, smoked paprika, a wee bit of sweet paprika, white pepper, onion powder, garlic powder. Right, that's all going in. That's all going in. And I'm just going to, might even need another wee bit of that. Some folk go mental with the old butter. But they might need a wee bit more butter. But we're going to add a wee bit more butter to that, folks. So we're going Pete Tom. But we don't panic missus. Don't panic, Mr. Manning. Don't panic. See, that's how simple it is, a wee bit of butter. Just a wee bit of extra butter in there. And that should bring us back round. Right, so we're just going to, in fact I'm just going to lift that after heat till it cools down. Because that's going to take a wee second to cool down. So we're just going to gently mix that. It already smells amazing, obviously. Wee bit of cumin, you need that wee bit of cumin on there. See, like Tex-Mex, Mexican Tex-Mex, cumin all day long. Even in salads and stuff, a wee bit of cumin powder. Just even a pinch. Get that back on the heat. You see that's already a nice colour for the paprika and the a wee bit of oil for the chorizo. But aye, welcome to any new subscribers. And any commenters, anybody that likes to have a wee comment. You'd like to say what you want. If you think this is pure garbage, tell me. If you think it's utter mince, tell me. You're not going to get blocked unless you spam love hearts on it. I need to find out how to unblock stuff, because obviously, because I did unban everybody, I think I had like 10 folk, because most folk are pretty well behaved on YouTube and comments and stuff. It's just folk that spam sees, folk that spam like fucking love hearts and fucking daft smiley faces. I don't mind body the emojis, but you don't need to spam like loads of them. But I shout out to Heartbeats, or Redacted as she's known as. She's probably known as umpteen other things. But who isn't on YouTube? Ah, Two Tier Toes, he's out there around somewhere. He's got umpteen alts. He's a bit of an old interneter, as a Sarge. Right. Give a wee swat. That smells absolutely amazing so far, by the way. Right, that's all that's happening. It's on low. It's just bubbling. See that? Nice wee low, really low. Just take that wee minute, so I had to lift it off the heat. And it's quite easy just to do that. Let's lift things off the heat. I think they're getting too hot. But we're just going to let that take a wee minute longer. But aye, somebody else, but a kind of famous kind of YouTuber, live streamer had a wee bit of a meltdown the other day there. And that's actually what I'm going to say. That's what I'm going to say. But he's a good guy, the guy's brand new, but he has the odd wee meltdown now and again. It's allowed. It's allowed that this guy has a meltdown, he has a meltdown. But aye, that is allowed. Especially for a live streamer. Live streamers have got the licence to the end and they can do what they want. They can go absolutely bonkers. I can't. I'm restrained. I'm restrained by the old glove action. Right. What we're going to do is I'm going to turn it up a wee touch. A wee touch. And we're going to get in with our evaporated milk. Not condensed milk, evaporated milk. Right, we're going to have a wee splash of that. A wee splash, and we'll just gently let that mingle. Oh, we're getting lumpage, so we'll go in with there. You won't get lumpage, by the way. The lumpage, any lumpages will whisk out, trust me. You can see that's lovely and thick already. Without any cheese even in it, and there's already lovely flavour in there. Oh, yeah, look at the mirror of this. Whole can's gonna bung that in the sink. Worry about that tomorrow. But we'll be getting in a wee bit of milk as well. We've got full fat milk there still to go in. But there we go. You can see where lumps are coming out. See where lumps coming out? So don't be worrying about lumps. Just combine it. I'm sick of bloody folk throwing a bit of cheese, or chips, or fries or whatever, and calling them loaded. You're going to make a sauce, come on. Put a wee bit of... Right, I'm going to actually let one person off, because they were in the middle of nowhere having to deal with dubbed on bird sounds and all that. They had dubbed on bird sounds for their video to make it sound as if they were out in the wilderness. I loved it, I did like it, I'm not going to lie, I did like it. Yeah, I'm going to add a wee bit of milk to that, folks. A wee bit of full fat milkage. Just your general run of the mill. Full fat milk, a wee splash at a time. Don't be one of these folk that fills up a pan with water and milk and all that and just decides to wait for 4.5 hours for it to evaporate and boil away. You know what I mean? You can already look at that, there's might be a couple of wee lumps in there, but they all come out. But pretty much that's a nice smooth sauce so far. Oh, imagine I sell your chips. Imagine I sell your Doritos or your nachos or... Oh. Just whisk away, folks, just whisk away. But there you go, there's lumps in that. Absolutely no lumps in that, folks. Right, so what we're going to do now is we're going to get in a wee bit of acid. Wee bit of acid. Wee bit of acidity is needed. So we're going to use, for a wee bit of acidity, we're not going to put lime juice in. We could put lime juice in. We're going to put a wee bit of pickle vinegar in. A wee splash. Just a wee splash. Splash it in. That's what it takes. And we're just going to work that in. So let's change the colour a wee bit. See that? That's the vinegar reacting. Bit of reaction. We've had a wee bit of chain reaction going down, folks. Probably no. That sounds good. Look at that already, right? That's absolutely bloody gorgeous. And we've not even put any cheese in. That's the best thing about it, we've not even put any cheese in. That's the glory of the evaporated milk. I could barely say that there for the ciders. But that's the glory of the evaporated milk. And I stress again, not to be confused with condensed milk, two different things. Not to say you couldn't probably put a wee bit of condensed milk in as well for a bit of sweetness, but nah. Right, that's absolutely gorgeous. That's absolutely gorgeous, not even any cheese in yet, and it's absolutely banging. Right, not a lump to be seen. Not a lump to be seen, look. There you go. Right. I could even just pull that out of a plate of macaroni right now. Plate of pasta. Pull it at the top of some 3-inch lasagna. That Carol's short-changing you, Tracy. He's short-changing you somewhere. Right. Good job you're on a diet. Good job you're on portion control. Right, let's get on with this. Enough about all these mad YouTubers that are out there. Didn't I sell on with their fucking 600 subscribers and their 400 subscribers and their 2,300 subscribers? I don't know where their subscribers come from. I think they're all kidding themselves on. I think they've basically subscribed to themselves, what, 1,000 times. Having that? I'm sure it's not like that. I'm sure it's not like that. Right, that's on. Turned it up a wee tiny bit. We're now going to go in with some cheese. I've left the milk out. Still an option to add a wee bit of milk if I feel the need. Leaving the old milk out. There's a wee sell by date there in case you're interested. We're leaving the milk out. Because we're going to start in with some cheese. This is series cheddar. Extra mature. Just keep giving that a wee stir. Just keep it moving, even just nice and slowly. You don't want it all air bubbles. Just even nice and slowly, unless you want your sauce all air bubbles. But if you don't want it all air bubbles, just nice and slow. You can see the way that's cutting through. See the way it's cutting through? But aye, what have I spoke about so far tonight? Aye, films and stuff. But aye, Jeremy Clarkson. Aye, Clarkson's Farm. Anybody that's into a bit of Clarkson, you're missing out if you're not into a bit of Clarkson's Farm. Any wee skinny bits that on the side, just work them in. They'll soon melt in. Don't be worried about wee bits of skin, that'll soon melt in. Just turn your thing back up, your heat back up, and just work all the wee bits in, they'll soon dissolve. So we're going to turn this up a wee bit there, folks. And we're going to get in with the cheese. Our fryer is at optimum temperature. Here's a wee swatch. At optimum temperature, as I say, that oil's on its way out, but we're promised a new fryer for a certain subscriber, an actual subscriber that I know in person. In much the same way as Sars knows he's got his private auntie, I've just got a pal, a mucker, and he's kind of sent me a wee photo a wee while ago there. I say a wee while ago, but he's a busy man. A wee while ago there. Yeah, I've got a fryer for you if you want. I don't even use it, it's never been used in the box. It does look the part, it looks like one of the ones out of Lidl's, it's silver crest or something. Because I've bought stuff out of Lidl's before, look, they're kind of middle with the ale stuff. Silver crest, I'm sure it is. They're kind of make. You get to know what their mad makes, don't you, Lidl's and Aldi. Stuff you can just give her on about on YouTube's mental. I could just talk all month about even just nonsense on Lidl's middle aisle. Pricing that after 4 Henry dressings. Yeah, we're going to make some cheese, folks. Try not to put too much on the flare like I just did. See what that does now. And that's not well near enough, believe me. We're going to be adding there, and we'll probably need to add a wee bit more milk because it's going to be far too thick. You want a bit of runnage, you want it to run somewhat. You want a bit of kind of fluidity. There you go, try saying that after bloody a few Henry Westons. The old fluidity. Aye. But aye. The old two-tier toes knocked out a nice bit of sticky Korean wings. Nothing really bad to say about it. They looked tasty, it was just merely the greens that he dished up. I thought they looked a bit boring. Yeah, only a bit of milk, folks. And a wee bit of milkage. And we're going to give it a wee turn up. We're going full. Don't be worried. The milk will soon combine. You don't want this too thick, but you also don't want it too thin. There's got to be a happy medium. But with this heat, as if it couldn't just be a nice kind of, you know what I mean? Moderate temperature with a bit of rain. Now and again. A bit of drizzle. See, they just mad heat. But it's calmed down. It's calmed down. We only had it for about 2 or 3 days up here actually. It's already kind of calmed down up here, but I know down messy. Down by maybe down south, he's still getting it a wee bit crazy. And you just combine that wee bit of milk, it's getting there. It's getting there slow but sure. Just put your way around the edges, that's the best way to do it. And work it into the centre. But we're definitely going to be adding more cheese. And we're also going to go in with, right away, Iswar. How nice is that? Look at that. Look at that. Behave yourself. Right, what the way they is, we're going to get me a couple of slices of the old plastic cheese. I was going to use 4, but I think 4 might be a wee bit much. Because we don't really need it, to be honest. But that's getting too hot, we're turning that down a wee bit. We don't want bubbling. It's not a huge problem, we don't really want it, we don't need it. Right, we're going to need a couple of bits of the old plastic. There we go. Or American cheese, as it's called. I just always call it plastic cheese. Because of the plastic it's wrapped in. Mainly. Look at that. Absolutely bloody gorgeous. Right, now what we're going to do is we're going to do another wee bit of cheese. Just get it all in there. To hell with it. Get it all in there, folks. Get it in there. So yet again we might need to add another wee toty bit of milk. Could even go mental and add a wee bit more pickle juice. Pardon me. This is going to be a cheese sauce to behold. On talking about beholding, hope you've all bloody watched my pickled onion monster munch. Filled Martin's roll. A Martin's roll and pickled onion monster munch, absolutely classic. Absolute banger. Really beautiful. And no cooking involved, no dishes involved either. Hardly any dishes involved, like a knife, a butter knife, come on. Look at that. Oh dear. I've turned this down low, we'll turn it up on a wee touch. Because I turned it away down very low. We don't want it burning. Right, what we're going to do now is, we're going to get into our chopped jalapenos. There you go, they're going in. Always keep your wee daft tubs, all these wee things are handy. Get in there, you bugger. Right, so a bit of chopped jalapeno going in there now. Imagine just scraping out a big mound of that the nail on a Dorito. Oh, with one of the chili heatwave Doritos, come on. Absolutely bloody gorgeous. Make sure you're getting round the edges and getting the edges mixed into the middle. What do you think of that? What do you think of that? Is that cheesy enough for you? Is that enough flavour for you? Or is that still bland? Is that still too bland for some of you out there? Huh? Look at that. Look, we're even getting, we're getting like a ribbon. We're getting like a ribbon as if you're making creamer. A sponge cake or something. Look, we're getting an actual ribbon. We're getting the ribbon stage. Oh. Oh, with melted cheese. Oh, oh dear God. Oh. Right. Just keep doing that a wee stir. I'm going to actually get in a wee bit of milk, folks, believe it or not. A lot of folk are out there saying, do not add milk to that, it's bloody perfect. But it isn't. It's just too thick. And don't think I'm using all this in one go. This is going to do 2 recipes. This is probably going to do 2, maybe even 3 different recipes. So, there's method in the madness. They say never worry about wee bits of bloody dry bits of skin. That soon bloody melts into the sauce with the heat, that'll soon dissolve again. I think you're going to make cartouches and bloody start chopping out bits of paper and covering things up. Absolutely bloody nightmare. Right, let's get a grip here. Let's get a grip, he says. Because now what we're going to do is, I want to go a wee bit of chive action as well, I think, by the way. Since I've got after these chives for about 3 weeks, but see, as long as you know what you're doing with chives and what fresh herbs, he's went a bit of squiff here, folks, sorry. See, as long as you know what you're doing with fresh herbs, it'll last you for actually a decent while. Just keep mixing that in. Aye, so with chives, for instance, just put them in a tub. These are one of the kind of takeaway tubs, right? So get your chives and wrap them. Get a bit of kitchen paper, wet it, wring it out so it's almost dry. So you see there's got a few wee kind of casualties, but they're ancient. They're absolutely, and you can still kind of feel how kind of crisp they are. They're ancient, but still perfectly fine. Just maybe don't use the kind of wee yellow bits, just as long as you use the green bits you're fine, good to go. But aye, absolutely gorgeous. Bit of chive action, so we'll get some of that on the go. Once we're plating up, we'll see how this bloody, what's this doing? Is it doing it? Is this even on? We're going to get a bit of milk. Then I'm going to have a wee taste for salt and maybe pepper. See how that goes. See how that goes, folks. All we need to do with our chicken and our chorizo is heat that up in the microwave for a wee minute. Just a wee quick minute. Oh, look at that. I know you're probably wanting me just to stop it here and do it and go away and do stuff and come back when more stuff's been done, but I'm not going to. I'm just going to let you bloody watch this, because look at that. That's a cheese sauce. That's an actual cheese sauce for your loaded anything. Loaded nachos, loaded bloody whatever. You could even use this for, what do you call them? I forgot the name. Enchiladas. You could even use this for like an enchilada sauce. I'd have no problem with this in an enchilada sauce. Because it's basically 90% cheese, though, isn't it? Not really. Right, we're coming to tail. I'm going to get a wee taste, folks. We're actually going to have a wee taste test. If I can find something to taste test with, a wee spoon or something, that's always appreciated. Right. Getting bubblies, so we're coming back to temp. Look at that. That's banging. Oh, what? Look at that. Look. That's absolutely beautiful. Trust me, that wee bit of cumin. Trust me. Trust me. Believe me. Have faith in your old dash sheet unit. Right, that's done. So what I'm going to do with that is, look, that's done. I think you'll agree that's done. That's just a nice thickness. It's not too runny, no too thick. So what we'll do is, we'll just turn that off, folks. Alright? And we'll bung the lid on. Right? And we'll just slide that out of there. So that's off. And then we've got the little chips. Don't need any more milk, don't need any more bits and bobs. You my forehead a wee dry, a wee bit sweaty there. Huh? Imagine sweating in Scotland. That's mental. That doesn't happen often. Right. What we doing? Aye, chips. Right, let's go with our triple cooked chips. Get that there. And we'll get yous up there like that. There we go. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. What we'll do is first. What we'll do is first, folks, I'm going to always losing stuff, man. Always. Over there. I'm going to get those scissors. Give the scissors a wee clean. Just to slice up some chives. Just for some chive action. Got to have some chive action. Since we've got chives, we need to have some chive action. But aye, treat any of your fresh herbs like that. Wrap them in a bit of damp kitchen paper and put them in the fridge at the bottom. Some folks say put them in the, what do you call it, the crisper bit, but my crisper bit, sometimes I think it's too cold and kind of freezes things, so I wouldn't do that. Right, that's hot. 2 seconds. 2 ticks, folks. I'm just going to cut a wee bit of chive. Oh, pardon me. A wee bit of chive action. I do actually like, folks, what was it? I think it was bloody when I made fish cakes. That bloody rat bag 2 tier toes dug me up. because I used a spring onion on my fish cake. So I had, and it looks a wee bit like chive. It's that simple. Because whenever I go to the supermarket, they've never got chives. They've got everything bloody apart from each other. They've always got millions of coriander. Millions of coriander. But they've never got any chives. Ever. So it's just that simple. That's why I probably sometimes just go for spring onion, because the shops have always got spring onion. And as I say, they look a wee bit summer-ish. There's folk out there saying, they look nothing like it. Yeah, fucking maniac. But I'm saying they look a wee bit like it. Right, I know you're staring at nothing there. I went a bit big with that. I'm just going to pick a couple of these wee bits out. We're not going too much, just a wee bit of chive action. No hunters. That bit's too big as well. I've bloody put in big massive chunky bits. Look at that. Just go down. Right, you get in. Right, chip action. Let's get on with the chips, folks. Right, they've been chilling out under the grill. Obviously not under the heat. I'll give you a wee swatch. So that's our chips. Just too close now. So they're going in now. I'll get that microwave on for a wee minute. The cheese sauce is absolutely banging. Then it's just a case of plating up, and I'm actually just going to plate up on my 20 or so year old pizza peel. Right, how am I going to do this? We'll just take that. There we go. Right, chips are in, folks. Chips are in, and I'm going to start the old microwave. I'm going to give it a minute 30. I'm going to give it a minute 30. And I'm just going to... Don't want too much colour on these, I quite like a kind of light coloured chip. So we'll just see how it goes, I'm going to get another wee bit of chive. Well, that's fine. I'm just going to get a wee bit of chive action. You can just tune in. Just tune into the old fryer. Don't worry about the wee swappy noise, that's just the chicken skin and wee bits of chorizo in the microwave. I'm just going to give that a wee minute. Microwaves are handy for heating things up. Never forget to use your microwave. One of the handiest things ever created. Absolutely brilliant. I'll maybe tell you another wee funny story on my next video about my first experience with a microwave. Right, it's actually quite a good one. They're looking brilliant. A wee bit darker than I might have liked. Got a wee bit of chive action there. That'll do that. I'm going to get these back in the fridge. Don't want my chips getting overdone, so you start doing other bits and bobs and you forget about the chips. They're looking quite nice. They're looking rather good actually. I'm going to turn that off and I'm going to take them out of there and bring them back under the grill. Look at that, lovely. Right, there we go, that'll do. Give them a good drain. So these aren't the Maris Pipers, these are... I rarely use Maris Pipers. These are Osprey, if anybody's remotely interested. That potato variety is Osprey. I just like to hit you out with these wee bits of crazy knowledge. I know you love it, I know you look forward to all that kind of stuff. Right, here we go. Right, my chip has been warmed up. I might not even need all this. I might need all it. We'll see what happens, We'll see what happens, folks. Right. Get our chips. Oh. We're going to get our chips into a clean bowl. Right. With a wee bit of kitchen paper. Just a wee sheet of kitchen paper. Just to get that initial wee bit of fat. I think they sound rather crispy. They sound crispy enough for me. I actually wish I'd made more chips. Right, that's plenty of that. So take your wee bit of paper out. And a wee bit of salt. A wee bit of sea salt. And a wee bit of sea salt. Plenty. Just do my wee shake about. Not too much salt, you don't need to go mental with salt. Some folk go absolutely bonkers. There's a certain person on YouTube that his salt is literally the size of it. How when the guys come to grit your road in the winter, the guys come to grit the roads, that's the size of his salt that he uses. Right, let's do a bit of plating up. Let's do a bit of absolutely gorgeous plating up, and we're just going to go with the old chopping board, folks. Huh? That's how crazy we're going to go. We didn't need the old black pepper in the long run. So you don't always need to go crazy with seasoning. Especially if you're using things with salt, like cheese and stuff, it's already packed. Right. Let's just use the, oh pardon me, let's just use the old chopping board, folks. Huh? Right. As we're banging chips. Absolutely bloody gorgeous. As we're chips. Even at arranging. Should I have made more chips? I maybe should have, because that doesn't look like a lot of chips. That does not look like a lot of chips, but look, it's going to have today. Oh, they even feel lovely. They feel lovely under the glove. See the under the glove touch? Lovely bit of glove touch action. Oh, beautiful. Right, that's what we're going to do with that. That's happened. That's happened. I've just done that, and that's how that's staying. So what I'm going to do now is, I've got a wee bit of steam on the inside of the lid with the cheesy sauce. And I'll bring the cheesy sauce here, so we're just going to give it another wee. Just any wee skin, see the skin, just whisk it in. Soon dissolve, trust me. Trust me. It's already dissolved. And that is bloody gorgeous. That's a cheese sauce. That's an actual cheese sauce for loaded fries, folks. And it's dead easy. Way better than throwing a bit of cheddar at a couple of shitey chips. Shitey frozen chips. I'm only kidding these on. But it still tasted bloody gorgeous. Right, here we go. Bit of the old sauce, folks. We're just going to spoon it. We're just spooning it. Dollops. Absolute dollops. Look at that. Oh. Some folk are saying these chips might end up soggy. Who cares? Who even cares? Because look at that. Absolutely just look at that. And be amazed. And want some. Because I know you do. I know you all want some of this action. Right. There we go. Got a bit of sauce on. Now we're going to go with a wee bit of a lovely chicken and chorizo. Just get some of that one. Oh, absolutely bloody gorgeous. Don't worry if it falls all over the place. Don't worry if you miss the chips a wee bit. I'm going to keep some of this because this could actually do another wee recipe. You know what I mean? Because that is plenty. And now, what we're going to get in with is some of this. Some of our tomato, our red onion, our olive. Don't need loads. Don't need loads, folks. Don't worry if it falls all over the place. It would be nice if something on the chips right enough. I do like black olives. I like any kind of olives. Bloody gorgeous. Right. And that is pretty much done. Get out of here, you clown. A couple of bits of tomato. A bit of onion. Look at that. Oh dear. Absolutely bloody lovely. Right. And what we'll do now, I was going to go chives by the way, but do you want to know what I'm going to go? Because I forgot I had it. We're going to go a wee bit of fresh coriander. A bit of fresh coriander. But do you want to know what? Folk are saying that's not enough cheese. And do you want to know what? I totally agree. So, we're going to remove cheese. So we can still have some chives. We can go a wee bit of more cheese and a wee bit of chives on top of that. So we've got chives and coriander. Oh, look at that sauce. Right, dollop again. Just dollop away, folks. Look at that. Got to admit, it looks quite nice on the old pizza peel, doesn't it? Better than an old bloody plate any day. Look at that, that's lovely. That looks rather photogenic. Right, that's plenty. There's no way you're going to say there's not enough cheese sauce on that. No way. Jose. Right, flick your wee bits back onto the plate. And a wee bit of chicken there. Get that on there. Right, I think that's us done. I think that's us done, folks. So we don't need that. What we'll do is, here's a wee bit of chives. We'll get a wee bit of chive. A wee bit of chive always makes it look nice. See, I've got a wee bit of coriander on here already, but a wee bit of chive won't hurt. There you go, just get it out of there. Get it out of up top, get it out of the place. Get that on there. There we go. Get it out of the tub. Don't want any wastage. We hate wastage. Get that lobbed into the sink. Get that sat there. Get a wee bit of lime for sheer photogenicness. Get this moved out the road. And we'll get a wee bit of a taste test. Aye. At last. It's been quite long. You know, all I've done is made bloody chips and a cheese sauce. But that looks absolutely bloody gorgeous. Right, folks. Here a wee look. There we go. So there's sheep units, chicken and chorizo, loaded chips, loaded triple cooked chips, wee bit of red onion, wee bit of black olive, wee bit of fresh tomato, wee bit of coriander, fresh coriander or cilantro is a plastic cheese loving folk would call it. But there you go, this is one of theirs. I'm going to call this obviously an American Tex-Mex kind of doodah, and well done, because it's absolutely banging. So, no matter you throwing a bit of cheese at a couple of chips. Now, I'm going to taste this. No matter throwing a bit of cheese at a couple of chips, throwing a bit of meat at it and calling it loaded fries. I'm not having that. Right, I'm going to get back to you in a wee minute. Right, let's have a wee taste of this. How good does that look? How good does that look? Huh? Well, like I said, I'm sure your chips, store-bought, co-op kind of already chopped up chips that have been sitting in the fridge for days, I'm sure they were perfectly fine, I'm sure they were tasty, but come on, what do you reckon? What do you reckon to this? Right, let's have a gander. Oh, look at that. Absolutely banging. Absolutely beautiful. Part of me wants to squish this wee bit of lime just because it's there. So I'm going. That's absolutely gorgeous. That is a loaded fry, or a loaded chip, whatever you want to call it. Obviously, you can make your own kind of topping, whether it's steak or whatever, chicken, whatever. The chips are lovely. Really nice chips. Don't know if you can see how fluffy it is. Really nice. The chicken and chorizo is really nice as well. Really lovely. I love the black olives. Want to know what? Want to know what, folks? Is there ever enough cheese sauce? But aye, this has been your old dash sheet unit. Back with another absolute banger. An absolute classic. Bit of Tex-Mex. If it's a side, I'm calling it a main. I could have it as a main all day long. All day long. But aye, I'll get back to you on the next one. Chicken and chorizo, loaded triple cooked chips, done. Aye.